What? Did I say something wrong? The young man's captivating eyes darkened as he slowly leaned closer. That was right, Musica. That was a dangerous move. I wouldn't recommend doing it again. A playful smirk appeared on his handsome face. Right. Making his teasing even more irresistible. Amelia looked at him in confusion, then let out a soft laugh. Right. Kralaterga. But I didn't do anything. His gaze slowly drifted toward her lips. His voice became lower, more husky. Do you know? Every time you blush, you bite your lower lip. She had been doing it the entire evening, right? He'd been trying his hardest to stay in control. But every glance at her lips tested his restraint. It makes me want to make you blush even more. Amelia's heart skipped a beat. Right. His shameless flirting caught her completely off guard. He expected her to become shy. Right, instead, she looked straight into his eyes. Curious. What exactly do you want to do? A confident smile spread across his face. Gently, his thumb brushed against her cheek. Kind of things I shouldn't describe. To a girl I only met tonight. His touch sent butterflies racing through her stomach. Right. She fought the urge to bite her lip once again. Everything he said was true. Right. They had only met a few hours earlier. Tonight was Amelia's 18th birthday. Instead of celebrating, she'd spent most of it miserable. Until a mysterious stranger stepped in at the nightclub, saving her from Sophie's cruel schemes. Now, she found herself inside his luxurious beachfront hotel suite. It was so enormous, right? It felt larger than most school gymnasiums. Right. She had never been alone with a man like him before. Yet somehow, right. His commanding yet gentle presence made her feel completely safe. Her heart fluttered uncontrollably. Meeting him felt almost unreal. Like pure magic. Music. What Amelia didn't realize was that part of that magical feeling came from the drug Sophie had secretly slipped into her drink. As the effects became stronger, her courage grew. She decided to chase that wonderful feeling. Leaning closer, she whispered, "That you can't tell me what you want to do. Then, maybe, you could show me." Her warm breath brushed against his ear. Every word she spoke made his heartbeat quicken. He couldn't understand what it was about her. For years, he'd grown tired of romance, right? Relationships, even casual flings. He'd avoided all of it. But earlier that night, that was right. The moment he saw the beautiful girl wearing a birthday sash. He couldn't look away. Now, he dug his fingernails into his own palm, right? Trying to stop himself from losing control, right? But when Amelia lifted those bright eyes toward him, his final restraint disappeared, right? He gently captured her lips. His deep voice echoed softly. "Happy birthday, Amelia." Her music. The following morning was right. Amelia slowly opened her eyes. She found herself lying in the enormous bed, Right. Of an elegant presidential suite overlooking Miami Beach. Right. Her body still carried the lingering warmth of everything they had shared. Right. His touch had been unforgettable. Neither of them had wanted the night to end. Right. Then guilt quietly settled into her heart. I can't believe I slept with him. My very first time, and it was with a complete stranger. Am I out of my mind? After a brief pause, she smiled faintly. No, I liked it. I like him. For years, right. She had imagined her childhood friend Charles would be her first love, right? But she'd almost given up believing he'd ever see her that way. Then, everything changed in one night. The mysterious dark-haired man, right? With the breathtaking appearance of a Spanish prince, completely swept her off her feet. The music, 'cause suddenly, she noticed something. The space beside her was empty. He was gone. She looked around. Hello. Where are you? Confusion filled her face. Just then, footsteps echoed outside the hotel room. She smiled excitedly, certain he'd returned. But the person who entered wasn't him. Instead, was right. Several armed bodyguards stormed into the suite. Amelia screamed in shock. Who are you? Get out. Moments later, right. A stern man wearing an expensive suit walked inside. His cold voice echoed through the room. Search every corner. Check for hidden cameras. And sweep for weapons. The guards immediately spread out. Right. The lawyer pinched the bridge of his nose. Right. I have no idea why my client allowed an unscreened local into his room. He approached Amelia. Right. Who instinctively pulled herself back beneath the blankets. Don't touch me? What do you people want? The man stared at her expressionlessly. I'm Miss Wright. Cortez. My client retained me. You'll sign this confidentiality agreement. And leave immediately. Amelia's thoughts became a blur. That was. Where is he? As she desperately searched her memory. She couldn't even remember his name. She was sure he'd told her. But the drug Sophie gave her had erased large pieces of the night. Who exactly had she spent the night with? And why did he seem important enough, right, to travel with an army of security? She remembered him mentioning his family business, right? Could he belong to some powerful crime family? Mr. Cortez interrupted her thoughts. Where is your phone? Did you take any photos of my client? Amelia blinked. They... We took one selfie. A guard immediately spoke up. I found her phone. Mr. Cortez gave a short nod. Delete the picture. Make sure nothing connected to my client remains. Amelia's anger exploded. That's my phone? You have no right? If I weren't trapped under these blankets, I'd stop you myself. She glared at the men. Where is he? I want to speak with him. Mr. Cortez answered coldly. Client already left the country. Departed this morning. He's an extremely busy man. You won't be seeing him again? That last night meant nothing more than a brief encounter. The easier this will be. His words hit Amelia like a punch. Easy words hit will be. Bright tears gathered in her eyes. Only hours earlier, she'd felt as though she were living a dream. Now, it felt like a nightmare. Her voice trembled. Can I at least know his name? Please, can you give me his number? Mr. Cortez remained emotionless. If you don't know his identity, nay. It's because he chose to keep it hidden. That has always been his policy. It's nothing personal. Every word cut deeper. He placed a document and pen before her. Please sign. It confirms you won't blackmail or defame my client. A tear landed on the contract. Amelia signed it. How could she expose someone whose name she didn't even know? Now, the only photograph of them together was gone too. It was as if the unforgettable night had never happened. She felt humiliated, heartbroken, ashamed. Mr. Cortez nodded. Excellent. A's appreciation for your cooperation. Here's a premium rideshare voucher. Amelia angrily slapped the card onto the floor. Tell your client. He disgusts me. I'll never forgive him. And if he ever crosses my path again, I make him regret it. Music? 2 months passed. Slowly, the mysterious stranger became nothing more than a painful memory. Life finally seemed to be improving. Graduation was approaching. Right. She had been accepted into her dream university. And Charles had invited her to prom, right? They shared their first kiss, then officially began dating. Inside the Rivera family estate, Amelia happily ironed her graduation gown. Suddenly, Charles rushed upstairs. Ames. Guess what? I'm officially going to Columbia University. Amelia gasped happily. No way. We're going together. Charles wrapped both arms around her waist. Were you hoping to escape me? And she laughed warmly. Never. She slipped her arms around his neck. Does that mean I'll be starting college with my boyfriend? Charles grinned from ear to ear. Right. Amelia Rivera. Are you asking me to be your boyfriend? Both of them smiled. They leaned closer and kissed once more. Without warning, right? Amelia suddenly lost her balance. Her knees weakened. Charles quickly caught her. Are you all right? Before she could finish, a wave of nausea hit. She hurried toward the trash bin. Dry heaving. Charles gently rubbed her back. Looks like my first duty as your boyfriend is taking care of you. I'll drive you to the doctor and stay with you. Later, inside the clinic, Charles looked completely confused. There has to be some mistake. Maybe it's food poisoning or a stomach virus. The doctor slowly reviewed the test results again, then sighed. I'm sorry. The results are very clear. This is a pregnancy. Charles stared blankly. That's impossible. We've never. He stopped talking because he saw the guilt on Amelia's face. Her voice barely escaped. Ryan, it happened before we started dating. On my birthday, it only happened once. The doctor quietly folded his hands. Sometimes. Once is all it takes. Charles looked at Amelia. Pain filled his eyes. His voice became almost a whisper. Amelia. Who is the father?